Hey, welcome to Shoot Geocaching. We're going another adventure, so roll them credits or intro, whatever it is.
Hey everybody, Stu and April here. Stu and April here. Hey everybody, Stu and April here. Alrighty. While April's searching for the geocache, we're going to get ready to explore another part of this place, which is even older than the racetrack itself, which is, if you look on anything you read about this place, the racetrack, it'll say it was built on the former Amatol. And that's it. Well, we're going to try to find some of the original buildings from Amatol that's still left here. So, then I'll give you a brief history, so stay tuned. Alright. As I said, this place was known as Amatol, and that was about it. This is one of the original buildings still left standing from Amatol. This was the munitions factory. Not just this one. Let me put my drink down here for a second. But this is just one of the buildings. Little fun history fact here. This place was built in 1918. They had a redundancy for safety. Each building that actually stood out here had an exact duplicate. Like, for instance, the one we're looking at now might have been used for loading munitions. There's one, you can barely see it, it's over there, we'll check it out. It was built exactly the same as this. And as you can tell by the angle of these walls, this place was designed that if something happened, it would literally blow the roof out. So it would not damage the buildings over there. And this is interesting. No idea what this is. But they used to make ammunition for 75 millimeters for, I do believe it was 4.7 inch guns, 6-inch guns, the mighty 8-inch guns. They used to make grenades, rifle grenades, everything through here. And the place was designed that if one place accidentally blew up, it wouldn't damage the rest of the places. The only surviving building in this entire area from back then, that's part of the actual Amatol, is the former state police headquarters, which is located on Whitehorse, which we're trying to get permission to videotape that because it is on private property. But we'll see how that goes, and if I can get permission, I'll add it on this video or make a second video, but we'll see about that. So let me grab my Dr. Pepper and we'll check out this other building. This is what I was talking about with the redundancy for safety. The building's walls are at angles away from each other. So if there was an explosion in one, it would take out the roof. In worst case scenario, this wall would fold out and drop onto its side. Same with this one, which is pretty slick for back then. So, but this is what I was talking about. Alright, here we are at another one. Another building that's back here. This one, of course, is a lot taller. And it's basically almost the same setup. It looks like on this side, one building. But what it actually is, it's actually two separate buildings with one common wall between them. And you'll see what I'm talking about once we get down to that end down there. But again, it has the angled walls, which would protect anybody, or actually other walls. Just the explosion itself would be enough to do a lot of damage, but again, these buildings were built with safety in mind. So if one goes boom, hopefully the other one won't. You can see how the concrete went way out here. Most likely this is where they would load the shells or munitions. Used to be roads all through here. And this is the backside of the building, when I was saying there's actually two buildings here. That's the common wall at that end. They have stood back here since 1918. Supposedly there's a town out here, or a ghost town, what's left of it. And we're going to see if we can locate that and see what we can find. So, stay tuned.